Good morning. It's 9 in Portugal. It's 10 in Berlin, Germany. It's 11 in the Baltics. And we start our 5th seminar with Dr. Vikram Chauhan and Planet Ayurveda. I will say a few words in Russian to help to switch to the separate channel with the synchronized translation.
Okay.
Скажу сейчас пару слов в этом канале, кто еще не увидел инструкции, как переключиться на русский язык с синхронным переводом. Прочитайте, он есть в чате. Если коротко, найдите значок глобуса на экране в телефоне или на компьютере и выберите русский язык. Там будет синхронный перевод. Доктор Викрам будет говорить в своем темпе, и наша переводчица Алина Воронова будет переводить в том же темпе. Задавайте свои вопросы. Если будет что-то непонятно, еще раз обращайтесь в чат. Там есть эта информация. Okay, I'm switching back to English. Dr. Vikram, nice to have you here. It's our 5th seminar with you in this series of the events. Then the participants select the thematics which are most actual for them in the voting procedure. And today, this Saturday, is the day of the Easter also in the west of the part of the world. So I'm glad that participants joined us even in this important day. So I give the floor for you. Before that, I will remind that this event organized with the help of the both teams from Planet Ayurveda Baltics, for Latvia, Lithuania, and Estonia. And we're helping also for the Finland, Sweden. And big part of this project is the Planet Ayurveda Russia. So this is a joint event. That's why we have the option for both languages. You can speak with your regular speed, and Alina Voronova will help us with the synchronized translation in the separate audio channel. The floor is yours. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much for inviting me again to talk about the ancient, beautiful science. I love Ayurveda. And I also congratulate you, all of you, for being present here, and also especially on the day of Easter, which is the common day. It's a rare chance, Alexander told me. It's rare that for both Orthodox and Catholics, it's on the same day. So I congratulate you, all of you. So may God bless you with a lot of happiness and healthy life. So we are conducting these seminars, and today is 5th one. And it is like my mission also to spread Ayurveda all over the planet. So that is why Planet Ayurveda. And I'm glad that people from Baltics, from Russia, they have all joined their energies to host this or organize this event. And it is a regular feature. I hope it will be a regular feature in future as well. So I'm there to contribute, and I want your contribution to spread the word Ayurveda, talk about Ayurveda, talk about health, talk about healthy living, talk about peaceful living, talk about peaceful mind. As I told you last time also, the mind can heal physical cells, mind can heal physical diseases, and mind can cause physical ailments. So mind is very important. So other than mind, the mind has a hobby that is called forgetfulness. So today I'm coming to this topic now. Forgetfulness, this is our property or characteristics. We forget. That is the biggest problem. So a doctor is telling you, don't eat sweets, don't eat cakes, don't eat pastries, don't eat biscuits, don't drink alcohol. But after the lecture, you will forget everything. So don't forget. This is a reminder. You know each and everything, why we are facing such problems. and just understand the property of the mind, the forgetfulness, keep it in mind. Be a witness, be an observer. If you want to fight these problems like fatigue, swelling, and obesity, excessive weight, then you must remember you need to tame your mind. You need to tell your mind what to do, what not to do, what to eat, what not to eat. So we are all educated, very esteemed, highly placed individuals who are here to listen my talk topic of excessive weight, how we are getting obese, and why obesity can be so painful and so much cause of the so many diseases. So let's go to the presentation. I'm an Ayurvedic doctor from India and I practice here. I see about 40, 50 patients every day. And here you see when the metabolism is low, this slide says that metabolism gets low. And what is metabolism? Metabolism is the fire, or it is the fire which is cooking, which is burning in our tissues, which is cooking the food we eat and taking out the energy. What the fire is doing in the society, in the world, in the universe. If you lit up a fire, it will burn the matter and convert the matter into one form, into another form of energy. So one form of matter is cooked and burnt, and the energy is taken out, and energy is utilized, and the matter is converted. Similarly, when we eat the food, our metabolic fire is cooking the food. If we eat banana, if we eat apple, if we eat whatever, our metabolic fire will convert that matter into our energy. So it will take out the energy. So that metabolic fire, if it goes down, what will happen? The food will not be cooked. It will be assimilated and distributed very slowly, and slowly, it will accumulate, and we eat more, and we don't follow the laws of eating. So we are not hungry, but because it is a time, and we fill the stomach up to the brim, not up to here, not up to our stomach, but all up to our throat. So if we eat tasty food, if we find tasty food, so this is what we are doing, and that leads to low metabolic fire. Next. So this is how we forget about the calories, we forget about the food we are eating, and we don't drink water. That leads to dehydration or lack of hydration. So, or we don't know how to drink water. In Ayurveda, it is said that the stomach, just imagine it like a pan. When we are eating food, first of all, we should be hungry, then only we should eat food. If you are eating one time in 24 hours, that is yogi. In Ayurveda, it is called yogi. If you are eating two times in 24 hours, that is called bhogi. Bhogi means the person like you and me, like a normal person living in the material world. That is called bhogi, who is enjoying the material life. That is bhogi. So one time is yogi, two times is bhogi, and three times, if you are consuming food three times, that is rogi. Rogi means full of diseases. So we are consuming food three times and up to the brim, and how we can not face any disease. So we should cut down to at least two times, and then you will be bhogi, live in this material world and enjoy the pleasure of this world also. And if you want to be connected with the God or be spiritual, then one time eating is enough, like the animals. So what we are doing, we are eating four times, five times. So you can imagine what can happen to us. So 1/3 part of the stomach should be filled with the food. This is said in Ayurveda. 1/3 with the solid foods, 1/3 with the liquid, and 1/3 should be empty. So don't always fill your stomach up to the brim, but we are filling the stomach up to the esophagus, not only the stomach. So we are eating, mixing different incompatible foods, the cheese with the lemons, the cheese with pineapples. Don't consume heavy, cheesy, greasy material, too much heavy material, especially these milk products and dairy products with the sour things, because they can cause a reaction in the body and cause so many problems. So always remember these things. So drink very little water. within the meal, you can have small quantity of water, not before, not after. If you drink before, your digestive fire will go down because the fire is there. You put the water, the fire is gone. And if you want to uh, be very obese and very thick and very heavy, you drink water after the meal. So your digestive fire will be gone, and the water will not help to digest the food, and you will have more weight and weight. So, and also water retention. That's why people, they have water retention, obesity, and these low metabolic fire. And then they have stress. Okay, next, please. And because of the poor metabolism, the fire goes down, and then the digestive fire is disturbed, and the just a second, please. Yes, I couldn't hold myself because the head of the department was here. My wife was here to ask me a question, so I had to I had to cut down the presentation in between. But I hope you will understand. She wanted to ask a question. So we were talking about this. So the digestive fire is the main fire of all 13 fires we have in our body. Our tissues have separate fires. Our digestive fire is one of the most important and prominent. So if the fire is gone from our body, that means we are dead. So what is the definition of death? How we identify death? Whenever the fire is gone, we are dead. So this is the analogy given in Ayurveda, that fire is our life. So if we are not taking care of the fire, or the metabolic fire, or the digestive fire, then we get thicker and thicker and bigger, and there is water retention. We should understand the concept of Ayurveda. We are made of these five elements: earth, water, fire, air, and space. So these five elements present in the universe, the same five elements. So we are actually the part of the universe. So you can take an example. If we take a bucket of water from the sea, from sea water, so the sea is not empty, and the bucket is also full. Similarly, the universe is full of these five elements. If we become one of, if we get five elements from the universe: earth, water, fire, air, space, then the universe is also complete. We are also complete. We are actually representing the universe, the five elements, by because we have the soul also, and we can express and we can feel the universe, and we can witness. But what we are doing, we are not even witnessing our food. So what we are doing, we are putting a lot of food, putting a lot of stress in our minds. So we are not controlling our sensory organs, and that is leading to disasters and such built up of toxins, and causing this fatigue and blockage of channels. When the channels, they are blocked because of the food, because of excess food and incompatible food, and undigested food, and then we eat more food when the previous food is undigested, and then we eat more food, and that food leads to blockage of the channels of the energies, blockage of the flow, and that leads to this fatigue and tiredness. And you can experiment with yourself. Just stop uh, eating sugar for a day. You will see what happens. You will feel more energetic. The channels will open up. Next, please. So these are the signs when your body tells you that you need a reset. If you're having fatigue, who is not having fatigue? I believe all the participants, most of them, they will always complain. I am having low energy, I have fatigue, I have headache, I want to eat some sugar, some cake or some chocolate, and then skin issues, constipation. Constipation is when the pipe is not clean, the colon is not clean, and nausea and irritability, loose temperament, anger. So if you see somebody angry, just give him water, give him something to clean his colon. You will see he's happy. So because I usually say the happiness lies below the diaphragm. You see this, there is a diaphragm here. There is a diaphragm between the thorax and the abdomen. There is a muscle called diaphragm. So happiness lies below the diaphragm. If your abdomen or if your belly or if your intestine are clean, then you are happiest person in the world. So if your colon is clean, then you are happy. So happiness lies below the diaphragm. Next, please. Next slide. So yes, you can have bloating, then gas in your belly, this fogginess and weight gain and water retention. Next, please. Next. So what do we need to do? We need to do some cleansing. We need to remember, not forget. Remember the calories. Remember the vitamins and nutrition and the minerals which the plants-based diet can give you, which the light diet can give you, which the fruits, vegetables, salads, they can give you seeds, nuts, and grains, which they can give you, not the junk food, not the packaged food. Next, please. So all type of diets which are nowadays very popular. I am on a paleo diet. I am on this diet. I am on this diet. I am on that diet. So all kind of diet, vegan diet. So ultimately, basically, should be witnessed or observed, because every individual is composed of these five elements. Every individual is different. So Vata has its own energy, Pitta has its own energy, Kapha has its own energy. Vata is air and space, Pitta is fire, and Kapha is earth and water. So all these five elements, they have three energies, Vata, Pitta, Kapha. And the food, they also have five elements. So according to the, for example, this is the concept of five elements. This I have explained: air, space, fire, earth, and water. Next, please. So these five elements, they make air and space make Vata, fire is Pitta, earth and water is Kapha. Next. So these Vata, Pitta, Kapha, these are the three energies. And the food, as I was telling you, that food also has these five elements as a composition, as a component in them. So the sweet taste, the food can be classified into these six tastes: sweet, sour, salty, pungent, bitter, and astringent. Whatever we eat, it is either sweet or sour or salty or pungent or bitter or astringent. So all the food items can be classified according to these tastes. And these tastes, they have earth and water, earth and fire, fire and water, air and ether, and air and earth. So different combinations of earth and water. For example, so this I have put KETEPE. KE is kinetic energy or Vata. You can see on the slide, kinetic energy is Vata, is because Vata is air and it is responsible for movement. And TE is thermal energy. It is Pitta or the fire. It is mainly responsible for conversion of matter into another form of matter. So third one is potential energy or Kapha, made from earth and water, made up from heavy foods. So Vata, Pitta, Kapha, they are also present in the food. So you should know, if you are eating Vata food, it will increase the Vata or the energy of the Vata and causing the lightness in the body. If you are consuming Pitta food, it is going to increase the fire in the body. If you are eating Kapha food, it will increase the weight of the body. So what is Kapha? Sweet. Kapha is earth and water. As I showed you in last slide, Kapha is earth and water, right? This is Kapha. This is Pitta. Pitta is fire. This is space. Air and space is Vata. Air and space is Vata. Pitta is fire. And earth and water is Kapha. So if we eat earth and water, that is sweet, then we become bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So this is how it works. So all the tastes we should know what are the components of these five elemental composition of these six tastes. So if we know the taste, we should know what we are eating now. All the time you can observe we are eating sweet, sour, and salty. most of the time, everybody. Sweet, sour, salty. We are not eating pungent, bitter, and astringent. Means we are eating earth and water, earth and fire, fire and water. So all these earth and water, water and earth and water, water and earth, fire and water, they what they do? They increase the potential energy, they increase the kapha, they increase the heaviness in the body, obesity. So if you want to lose weight, you need to eat air and space, bitter, pungent, and astringent. So this is very simple. So you should know. So all the salads, all the leaves, all the vegetables, they are bitter. All the spices, they are pungent. So take more spices, take more bitter herbs, bitter things, and astringent things like this Karela and zucchini and cucumbers. And all these are light, full of air. They will make you fly. Next. Air means full of enthusiasm. So here are some examples. Milk, cheese, wheat, and rice. They are very sweet, and that has earth and water. They increase kapha. Citrus fruits, they are sour. They have earth and fire. They increase kapha and pitta. So salt is salty. It has fire and water. So you can see first three tastes, sweet, sour, and salty, they are increasing earth, earth, and earth and fire, earth and fire, earth and fire, earth and fire. So nobody is causing lightness. Air is light. So we need to balance the if you are obese, we are talking about obesity. So if we need to balance the obesity, we need to take some food which is light as air. So which can be pungent. Pungent will increase the metabolic fire. So pungent can also be consumed. So pungent, bitter. Bitter is zucchini and salads and leafy greens. Pomegranates, honey, they are astringent. Some herbs like Arjuna, they are also very astringent. Garcinia is also very bitter and astringent. Some plants are there. So you can make tea of the pomegranate peel and drink every day to lose weight. That is also very astringent. And black pepper, ginger. Take some ginger with the food. It will lit up the fire, and it is also very light and full of fire. So if you want your metabolism to be increased, you can take some ginger, some long pepper or black pepper, and some garlic, or maybe turmeric also. Just cut a small piece of, or maybe make a herbal tea made from ginger and cinnamon. Ginger and cinnamon with lemon, it's fine, and mint. It is a nice, tasty tea full of air and fire. So it can help to reduce the water also, and also reduce the weight. So next slide, please. Next slide. So then coming to hydration. So now you have eaten food, and it is getting digested. But after the digestion inside the blood, we are taught that the digestion is happening only in the intestines. But in Ayurveda, we are it is known that after the digestion in the digestive system, the juice of the food go into the blood, into the liver, where there is a next process of digestion that is called vipaka, or a breaking down of bigger molecules of food into smaller molecules. So, and then when this vipaka is happening by the fire, or by the metabolic fire, inside the intestine was digestive fire. Inside the blood and the liver and other tissues, there is metabolic fire. So when the metabolic fire is converting these living molecules into molecules of life in ourselves, converting it into ourselves, then some end products are not complete. Some reactions, they are not complete. Some reactions, they are left in the middle. So these endotoxins are created. So to clean those endotoxins, what you need water. So it is very important. So to prevent autoimmune disorders also, to clean the blood, to clean the arteries, to clean the veins, to clean the body, and also nourish the nourish the organs and nourish the hormones. So we need water for so many things, not only just for cleaning the stomach. So water is very important. Always drink about uh, at least 3 liters of water every day. Not only water, mixed fluids. It includes fluids. So at least 2.5 to 3.5 is good enough. So that is good hydration. So if you drink that much water, you will feel strength also. And mindful eating, like observing the taste of the food, observing what I am eating, what I am drinking, how much I am drinking, what is the energy I am taking from the food, what is the energy present in the food, what is the energy present in the food from the universe, what are the various elements present in the food. So if you are peaceful, if you are happy, then only you eat. If you are sad, upset, don't eat, because it will become poison. And that can lead to such chemicals in your blood that leads to fatigue and tiredness and water retention and such obesity and so many other issues. So also be very much observant about the lifestyle you are leading, whether you are exercising or not, whether you are what time you are waking up. So this hydration, as I told you, it regulates body temperature also cleans the fluids and cleans the toxins. Next, please. Next. Next slide, please. So when you're drinking water, you should know how much water I have in my body just by looking at the color of your pee. If the color of the pee is light yellow or white, that means your hydration is fine. If your color of pee is dark yellow or yellowish, then it is bad. So you always observe the color of your pee. Next slide, please. Yes. So also mindful eating means being observant. Don't rush. Don't eat too quickly, because when you eat, you have to chew your food at least 32 times, at least, because in our mouth there are 32 teeth. So 32, you should remember how many times you should chew the food. So if you are chewing 32 times, then it becomes liquid and then it goes into assimilation and digestion very quickly. And half of the food, the carbohydrates, they are digested by the saliva, enzymes in the saliva. So it is also called mindful eating. Don't watch TV or don't watch horror movies while watching while eating the food. Some people, they are not even knowing what they are eating, just they're looking somewhere else and they are putting something in their mouth. So that is really bad. So always sit on a table, or it is better in India, we sit on the floor to stay connected with the ground and enjoy the earth. So it is, sometimes you also try sit on the floor and enjoy eating sitting at the floor with your hands rather than with your spoons and your knives and the forks. Just leave them aside. You wash your hands properly and cut your nails properly. Then you can sit on the floor and enjoy eating with hand. You will love it. Next, please. So millets are something which you can involve in your food, because millets, they are having low glycemic index. This mostly I say wheat. Wheat is at the highest level of food chain. This is usually I say, because wheat grain is eating us. We are not eating bread. Bread is eating us, because wheat has successfully ruled the species of humans and has taken a top position. Humans are not able to live without wheat. So wheat is at the top. So humans are helping the wheat to grow. Humans are taking care of the wheat with more than anything else. So wheat is at the top of the evolution chain. We call ourselves kings, but it is not us, it is wheat. So you should try to incorporate millets, which are very having very good glycemic index, much lower than the wheat and rice. So you can replace wheat and rice with all these millets, which are also called ancient grains and also very rich in natural vitamin B complexes and other vitamins which are present in the wheat or rice. They were present, they used to be present in wheat and rice naturally. But now what we are doing with the wheat and rice is we are just uh, polishing it. We are removing the outer layer of those grains. But these are ancient grains, very useful, very good for the nerves and the strength. Next, please. Okay, so all the fruits, they can help you. I have come across many patients of obesity when I tell them to eat millets instead of wheat and rice, and consume fruits uh, uh, and skip one meal during the lunchtime, preferably. In the lunchtime, if you skip the lunch and eat only fruits, or maybe you skip the breakfast and eat only fruits, you will see the weight will come down and you will feel more energetic. So sometimes I ask my patient only to eat fruits up to 1 o'clock in the morning. I mean, 1 p.m. So, so that is also called intermittent fasting. When you stop eating after 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock and you eat uh, uh, fruits at about 10 o'clock, that is a long time. And then you eat fruit and then you feel some energy. And then after that, you can have lunch and the dinner at about 6 o'clock. So this cycle will help you to increase your metabolic fire and lose the weight. Next, please. Next slide, please. We have a lot of slides, so we have to move faster. So you can also make a plate with fruits, with grains, with sprouts, with some nuts, with salads, and one big plate in the morning you can have in the breakfast with the salads and fruits and the sprouts. Next. You can see only few calories are there. And nowadays we are talking about a lot of protein sources. So in the lunchtime, you can have these proteins. You must consume some lentils and beans, and you can also consume yogurt. But if you are very, very obese or water retention, then you can take 50% of the yogurt, then recommended like 50 grams or 100 grams, not more than that. Other than that, you consume lentils and beans and these sources of protein because your body needs protein. If you are fasting, intermittent fasting, your body needs proteins, not carbohydrates. If you are eating too much carbohydrate, then you will gain weight and there will be fatigue and there will be water retention and there will be obesity. So these protein sources of vegetarian source I have written here. Each 100 gram contains 23 gram of protein in yogurt. Lentils also have good quantity. Lentils, beans, cheese. Next, please. Hemp seeds, chia seeds, edamame, green peas, French beans, all these. Next. Eggs can also be consumed as quinoa, almonds. Peanut butter is also very strong, but it's not that. If you make it at home, that's better. So quinoa, almonds, eggs, fine. Next. These are all for the lunch. And this soups in the evening, zucchini and basil soup, carrot and ginger soup in the evening. It's perfect to remove the excessive fluid in the body and help to lose weight. Next, please. Yes, other soups can also be spinach and green lentil soup. It's full of, you see, the people of Japan and Korea, they are not very obese. And Southeast Asia, they are not consuming a lot of carbohydrates. No bread, not much rice, not much. So usually these soups. Next, please. If they consume rice, that is also a very small quantity. And not wheat or not bread and pasta and spaghetti. This Italian food is too rich. Italian food is too rich in carbohydrates. Next. So this is also a very big problem. Forget about food. This is not even a food. This chips and these colas and these sugars, sugar-rich biscuits, they have spoiled the natural grain, wheat grain. So they have made such chips and these biscuits from this, and it is very devastating. Don't consume biscuits. Don't consume chocolates. Don't consume these chips, and don't consume these cakes. And also, if you're very heavy, then you cut down on milk and milk products also. Next. Okay, so this dairy also you can cut down if you are very heavy, because dairy is also very sweet and kapha, so earth and water. So this is earth and water, it will increase earth and water. So if you are having fatty liver, if you are having, because these are the signs, these swellings and the tiredness, fatigue, they are signs of fatty liver. So cut down these dairy products also. Next, please. Yes, these rice is very full of carbohydrates, and these heavy meats, they are difficult to digest. And if you want to eat once, then you have to fast for 2 days. So don't eat anything. It's like a lion. Lion is eating meat and then he's not eating anything for 2, 3 days. So it is better to avoid meat, because it is causing blockage in the mental energy, also blockage in the flow of energy in the gut also. So it is better to avoid. Next, please. And this at least 10,000 steps is very important. People forget about it, walk only about 2,000, 3,000, and they count the steps when they are in the home. They just put the watch and walk in the home, and they are doing household things. That is not how it burns the calorie. You have to run the engine for 1 hour continuous in the morning, because if you start the machine in the morning, it will start burning and the level will go up of the burning, and it will keep burning for whole day. So don't burn it in the night, in the evening time, because if you burn it in the evening time, then you will sleep and the engine will also sleep. So better to keep it running throughout the day. So early in the morning, walk the steps or do some yoga or pranayama or breathing exercises to keep the metabolic fire moving. Okay, next is pranayama. Also, I told you it is very good to increase the formation of nitric oxide. We have a special molecule which helps to reduce the blood pressure. That is called nitric oxide. If you are doing Om chanting, the nitric oxide is formed in the blood vessels. So it helps to reduce the blood pressure and calm down the mind, reduce the stress, reduce the levels of cortisol. So these are the miraculous methods, ancient methods, which are beyond any comparison. So without any medicine, without anything, you can live your life for 100 years if you follow the laws of nature. So they are telling us every day what to do, what not to do. Next, please. And meditation also, Om chanting, I recommend to keep the mind peaceful, and other methods. At least 15 minutes every day, you should show gratitude, your gratitude towards everything, to the sun, to the sky, to the wind, to the moon, to your parents, to your families, to your friends, to everything. So this helps to reduce the cortisol and the adrenaline levels. Next, this yoga can move the cells, fat cells, which are deposits. So it is very relaxing, as well as very much good exercise to reduce the fats. Blockage of channels. It opens up the blockage of channels. Next, please. Next. So we have some herbs which are there. Garcinia, fenugreek. Fenugreek is good to control the diabetes also, if somebody is having diabetes, and if somebody is having ovarian cysts. somebody is having uterine fibroids. These are all bitters, astringent, pungent. So these herbs, which are very strong, bitter, pungent, and astringent, they help to reduce the kapha of the body, reduce the water. So Garcinia is a fruit which is growing in Southeast Asia, in Sri Lanka, in Malaysia, in India, South India. So it is commonly used in India in soups, and this is powerful to reduce the weight. It has hydroxycitric acid, which is cutting down the fat from the liver. So it helps a lot in losing the weight. Next, moringa is also full of, it is called nature's powerhouse of full of vitamins and minerals, nature's superfood. So moringa leaves, we make the curry from moringa leaves, we make the soups from moringa leaves. I have planted few moringa leaves in front of my home. So they are fastest growing trees. Within 6 months, it can become a tree. So the leaves are very good, more vitamin A than carrots, more vitamin, more calcium than yogurt. They have more vitamin C than anything else. So vitamin E than almonds. So they are a storehouse of so many vitamins and minerals, calcium, magnesium, zinc, everything is there. So you can use moringa. Next, it also helps to reduce the fat. So fenugreek has special active alkaloids called galactomannan. So it helps to regulate the sugar levels. It helps to control the fat levels and stops the formation of fats or accumulation of fats in the body, and cleans the arteries also. It reduces the sugar. So it is good for the diabetes and obese people. So you can use it 2 capsules 2 times a day. Triphala. Triphala is, as the name says, three. Three means three. Phala means fruit. So these are three fruits. I have planted the trees of these fruits also in front of my home. Very big, nice, beautiful, high trees. These Triphala. So this Amblyca officinalis or Amalaki is full of antioxidant, rich in vitamin C, and this Terminalia chabula, or the Haritaki. It is cleansing the colon. Bibitki is cleansing the lungs, or Bibitki is for Kapha, Amalaki is for Pitta, and Haritki is for Vata. Haritki working on colon, cleansing the colon, removing the toxins. Amlaki working on Pitta, balancing the digestive fire, and antioxidant full of life, good for eyes, and Vibhitki good for lungs and maintaining the balance of Kapha. So it reduces the fat also. So Triphala is something which you can use for whole life. Triphala is three fruits, three antioxidants, and perfect to be consumed for whole lives. The side benefits are that it can help to improve the eyesight also, and it can help to improve in the skin healing also. Next, please. So gugu lipid, this is a tree. The resin from this tree is very powerful to lose weight. So it melts the fat. It melts the fat cells. It improves the digestive fire. It improves the metabolic fire. So it is even burning calories even at rest. So gugu lipid should be consumed. It helps to reduce the cholesterol also, fatty liver also, improve the fat liver function also. Next, please. So thank you very much. I am practicing in India. This is the building. So we are making it bigger now. I have about 25 to 30 doctors and 100 more employees working here. And we are spreading Ayurveda all over the planet. And that is our motive, to help people learn about Ayurvedic principles, to learn about how we can live in harmony with the universe, how we can understand our connection with the universal energies. So thank you very much. I hope next month or next time we will have a bigger audience, and we will spread more words about Ayurveda. So if you have any questions, you can ask me.
Thank you, Dr. Vikram, for this beautiful presentation. Indeed, we already have questions. I translated it to English for your convenience, and you can choose it from our group chat. Maybe something which catch your eye. Regarding Trifolo, you already replied. How to take it and for how long, you just replied. And actually, there was the question about the panchakarmas and the procedures. So maybe since you mentioned your new building, you can give us some perspective, like to dream about something. You understand?
Panchkarma is our basic cleansing methods. Five, Panch means five, Karma means actions. So it is removing the toxins from the colon, removing the toxins. Even we induce sometimes vomiting also, diarrhea also, purgation also, and also giving the enema with the medicated herbs, medicated oils. We do the massages, we give the sauna using various herbs. So similar to the sauna I tried in Russia, Russian Bamia with some heating and cooling. So something like that. But that is just beginning. First procedure is massage and oleation and the sauna. Then, if needed, we go for inducing vomiting and inducing diarrhea to clean. Or if not needed, we just give the enema, medicated enema. Or if not needed, just the shirodhara, putting the oil and on the forehead. So these procedures I will be starting in my clinic also very soon. Within months, we are planning in the new building. And I was there. I'm also teaching in Europe. I was in Slovakia and Poland last week. I came 2 days ago. So I was teaching there these Ayurvedic principles and healing methods and also this Panchkarma. So we will have some Panchkarma center there as well. So I will be setting up something there. So let's hope. So Panchkarma is something which is described in Ayurveda as cleansing method. So you must do the cleansing regularly. But if you are following the rules and rules of eating, how we should eat, how we should sleep, and mindful eating, and be an observant, then I think everything will be fine. You will not suffer any diseases. And there is a question, how are fatigue, swelling, and excess weight, they are connected to nutrition from Ayurvedic perspective. So these are, as we go from one city to another city by train, we know which station will come on the way. We already know. So similarly, Ayurvedic doctors, they know that if you are not eating well, if you are eating heavy food, so first of all, you will have low digestive fire, then low metabolic fire. That will lead to low digestive fire will lead to this fatigue and tiredness. And if there is low metabolic fire, then there will be swelling. There will be blockage of the channels because the food is not assimilating properly and it is not flowing, energy is not flowing, and it is blocking the flow of energy, and that leads to swelling and water retention. If you are still not moving, then of course your food is converted into fats, and that is how it works. And if we are eating, uh, if we are exercising, if we are hydrating properly, and if we are doing pranayama and yoga, then the channels open up, and then these toxins or the fat cells, they start to dissolve and they get rid of, the body gets rid of them. And nutrition is when the dhatus or our tissues are made up from the food we eat. So if we eat some food, for example, we eat banana, the juice from the banana is called the first dhatu, rasa dhatu. Then that is nutrition goes from one first dhatu into next tissue, into next tissue, into next tissue. And that conversion of banana into our cells or into energy is by the metabolic fire. So if the metabolic fire is low because of the wrong food and no exercise, then the fire goes down, and then we get obesity, and the nutrition we don't receive from the banana. We just receive toxins from the banana, and it causes blockage of the channel of the body. That leads to a lot of health issues like diabetes, and you can say diabetes, resistance to insulin. What is insulin resistance? That is blockage. The flow of insulin is blocked. The key of insulin is not working on the cells. So that is the blockage. So you get diabetes, you get so many other diseases just because of the blockage. So many people, they wake up early and they start to feel exhausting. Again, this is a issue of nutrition and blocked energies. So, or low hydration levels in the body. So if you are eating too much sugar, if you are eating too much carbohydrate, especially just before sleeping, or alcohol before sleeping, that means your body is not having enough nutrition. So always exercise, always drink more water, always eat what your body wants, especially nutrition. Then you will wake up very, and of course the stress. Stress is also the cause of so many problems. How can I avoid feeling tired already in the morning? So this is what we do when we wake up in the morning. We are very tired. We don't feel fresh, and then we grab a cup of coffee, and we are just whipping the tired horse with coffee and trying to run it. No, if you are not sleeping well, that is the cause of tiredness. If you are not having good sleep, that is the cause of tiredness. If you are thinking too much in the night, that is the cause of tiredness. So if you need to sleep good, then you need to do some Om chanting and gratitude and meditation. Just close your eyes before sleeping and chant Om chanting. And also say thank you to everybody, even to those whom you like or you don't like. So forgive them, forget about them, be peaceful, be thankful. Gratitude can help a lot. Gratitude is something, it is like a muscle in the brain. So if you practice gratitude every day, you will see at least 25% growth in your immunity within 1 week. You can test it. You can check. You will stop falling sick. You will stop feeling tired. So just by gratitude. The food items, everybody know that we should eat. We should not eat this bread in the evening time, alcohol in the evening time. So drink water. You will get up fresh. Gratitude, water, no alcohol, no bread, pasta, no pizza in the evening time, and then you will see you will wake up fresh. I'm developing swelling in the body, especially in the face. What could be the reason? I drink a lot of water, but I rarely go to the bathroom. I have developed swelling throughout the body because the the kidneys are not functioning properly because there is a blockage in the flow of the water in the water channels in our body. So I'm in currently in the hot weather, that is plus 34. So if there is too much hot weather, then the kidneys must be working fine. But you are losing the sweat from your underarms. So you don't even know. So you 2 to 2.5 liters is not enough in that case. You have to increase 1 liter more. So it has to be 3.5 liters. So just remember that if you are about 60 kilogram, so the water requirement is about 3 liters. It is not water, but the fluid requirements. So above 60, it goes, I mean, it can go up to 3.5 liters also if you are in high temperatures. We are here in India, now it's 40 degree. It will be 45 degree in the next month. So here we drink about 3.5 liters every day to 4 liters sometime. So just don't worry about the kidneys. They are fine. You are losing water from your sweat. Yeah, in Europe, the foods are completely different from India. Storage possibilities are also quite different from homeland of Ayurveda. Could you briefly explain how to approach dosha-based nutrition in climate different from India, and which foods should avoid, which foods should Vata dosha strictly avoid? Well, I was teaching in Europe. I know the food in Europe. So the problem in Europe is that people drink a lot of alcohol and also coffee and also a lot of biscuits and cakes and bakery products. So these bakery products and cakes, Vata dosha should strictly avoid. Chocolates, these cakes, pastries, and these buns or these anything which is coming from the bakery should be avoided. So home cooked soups, cooked food is fine. So you can take small piece of bread, it's fine, but it is better to you can take some rice. I know millets are not very common in Europe. The millets are not easy to get, but still I have seen many lentils are there, the dals or the cereals are there. You can cook them. Cooked food, whatever food you have, which is coming out of the ground, which is growing in the trees, in the fields, fresh ones, it must be cooked for Vata dosha. Vata dosha people cannot have raw food. So better to cook it, make it a soup, and also put some ghee in it. Always put oil on your body. Always consume 1 spoonful of almond oil or 1 spoon of walnut oil or almond oil every day. So Vata people should take care of their oleation. Massage every week with sesame oil, with this sesame oil, and also drink almond oil or ghee. So seeds are also okay for Vata. So seeds are fine. For laziness, drowsiness, restlessness, apathy, yes, as a fatigue, Vata people, they want to exercise. Kapha people don't want to exercise. So Vata people should not over exercise. I have seen people in Europe, especially Vata people, they are doing over exercise. Over exertion is not required. Soups are perfect for you. Consume as many soups as possible. You can add some tofu also if you want something solid. Tofu is fine. If you are non-vegetarian, you can have chicken and turkey, not beef and pork. It will be too heavy. Chicken and turkey is light, so it's fine for you. Trifla can be taken for whole life.
Using the opportunity, I want to remind that we have a book of Dr. Vikram translated in Russian language. This is the book. I hope you can see it. Yeah. So
Yes,
you can.
yeah, yes,
A
yes.
lot of such details are already here. So you can order or to get it from our distributors. Also, this book is translated to Latvian, thanks to the same translator what helped us today, Alina Voronova. And if you, Dr. Vikram, take attention to the last more specific kind of in-deep question from our colleague regarding the pulse diagnosis.
Yes, I will
It's
talk about the pulse diagnosis, but I saw a very interesting question here. How to clean the lymphatic system and eliminating cancer cells.
yeah, it's
As
very, very, very common question actually here.
we will take these two questions and few more if required. So this cancer cell, what is a cancer? Cancer is just the part of our body just gone wrong. The metabolism of the cancer is uh, working only on sugar. So it is dividing very faster. So if you stop sugar, our normal cells, they can live on protein and fat. But the cancer cell cannot live on protein and fat. So cancer cell, they need sugar. So if you eliminate sugar or the carbohydrate or the bread or the wheat and the rice or potatoes from your or sugar from your life, the cancer cell will become weak because it is working only on sugar. As you see in PET scan also, they put sugar and the cancer cells, they are hungry for sugar and they light up. So they show up in PET scan. So they come out to take the sugar. So this way, if you want to weaken the cancer cells and strengthen your normal cell will be working on fats and proteins, but cancer cell will become weak, and normal cell will eat them away. So this is one way of eliminating the cancer. Stop sugar. So, or even these lentils, they have small quantity of carbohydrates, but you can take them because otherwise you will be hungry and you will not be able to sustain this fasting. So water plus these lentils and cereals and some chickpeas and all these things can help you in eliminating the cancer cells which are active. And also some herbs are there like turmeric, this curcumin. Curcumin 95% is better. Most of the doctors, they also now know this. Oncologists, they are recommending curcumin 95. It is made from turmeric. So this curcumin 95 we have in Latvia and Russia. In fact, Boswellia is also very powerful to stop the cancer cells from spreading and kill the cancer cells and eliminate them from the lymphatic system. So eat light food. With the food which I was talking about is actually the food for cancer. So whatever food we were saying, these cakes, these pastries, these biscuits, these chips, these colas, these heavy meats and dairy products, whatever food I was talking about, that is helpful in making the cancer cells grow. So if you eliminate all the foods which I have shown in this presentation, so that can help to remove the cancer cells. So water is very important. Drink more water. Drink alkaline water. Make alkaline water at home. Put some cucumber and some lemons or some oranges in the water and leave them soaked. And mint also, you can drink that water. And cinnamon is also good for. There are certain herbs other than cinnamon, like graviola is there. We have graviola. We have artemisinin is there. I am using artemisinin in my cancer patients. I have developed, in fact, there is a arlu is there. So there are certain herbs which I have developed. Tumotrim, I think you have there in Baltics. Tumotrim.
Yes, tumotrim available and very much popular. Yes.
Yes, tumotrim. It can trim the tumors. What else you have in Baltics from high range? You have tumotrim. What else is there? Curcumin is there. Boswellia curcumin is there.
Boswellia curcumin #1, yes, in demand here in Latvia and Baltics and in Russia as well.
Everywhere. So these are the things which can be used. All the herbs, they are good. Spices are good. All these taste bitter, pungent, and astringent. Any food you eat bitter, pungent, and astringent, it is cleansing. The sweet, sour, and salty. Mainly the sweet is not at all recommended. So what was the question? Next question was, you asked me?
Actually, it's regarding the Kledeca Kapha.
Yes.
So, and pulse diagnostics indicate it's adrenal and gland tension. It's pretty common, actually. How can we support the adrenals by supplements and the therapies? What do you recommend to reduce Kledeca Kapha?
This is again when we are blocking the flow of energy or the Jat Agni or the digestive fire with the Kaleda Kapha. Because if there is too much of heavy, cheesy, greasy material which we eat, as I told you, dairy products, rice and wheat, all the foods items, these cakes and pastries, biscuits, what they do, they increase the kapha or the kleda kapha. When the kapha is too much, or earth and water is too much, kapha is earth and water. when earth and water is too much, it is forming the layer over the stomach, over the organs, over the intestines, and blocking the flow of Vata and Pitta. So, and that is adrenaline. So, if the flow of Vata and Pitta is stopped, then the digestive fire goes down, or the Agni goes down, and we are not able to cook the food properly or digest it properly. So we need black pepper, we need ginger, we need turmeric, we need this cumin, fennel, and thyme. A tea is made from this. We need soups with spices to remove the layer of the clay, the kapha. So and we need penetrating herbs. We can use even gugul also, because it is also increase the heating. So I have already explained sweet, sour, salty, pungent, bitter, and astringent. So sweet, sour, and salty should be avoided, and pungent, bitter, and astringent can be taken to increase the digestive fire and also open up the channels and reduce the kapha and increase the flow of the adrenaline. And also, of course, mind, because mind also plays. When mind is disturbed, mind is anxious, mind is not in the mood of eating, then it is better not to eat. If the mind is sad, or if the mind is upset, don't eat. It is better to observe what is going on in and around you. That is how we should eat. So
I
this
have some, sorry.
presentation of taste, this slide of taste, sweet, sour, salty, pungent, bitter, and astringent, and their relationship with the Vata, Pitta, and Kapha, their components, what sweet is made up of, what sour is made up of, what salty is made up of, what other these tastes are made up of. So you can see these, you can take a picture of these slides, for example, back, yes, this one. So this is the key of everything. This slide is telling you what to eat, what not to eat. So if you want to increase kapha, you eat sweet. If you want to decrease kapha, you eat pungent. So that's simple, very simple.
We have several questions how to get this presentation. So using this opportunity, I will clarify one more time. So that we encourage our listeners to subscribe to the Telegram channel of corresponding country, and all registered participants will get this presentation in the Telegram channel. Then you can download it. So we have a lot of interesting publications weekly, several times a week in this Telegram channel. So use this opportunity to get this presentation and to be subscribed to the most actual and the interesting topics regarding Ayurveda. Dr. Vikram, I noticed that the moringa is underestimated in our region. Can you maybe tell a bit more? You mentioned it today, but maybe a little bit more.
Yes, it is very much underestimated. I don't know why it is underestimated in your region. It is actually a tropical tree. It is growing here in India and southern part of India. In southern India, south part of India, they are every day making vegetable of moringa every day. They have very thick hair, very good eyesight, very good skin. So all because of consuming moringa every day. So I have planted this tree. I put a very small, this much tree in front of my house, and I was surprised. Within 6 months, it became huge tree, and the leaves are used. The leaf moringa leaf powder is very popular. So moringa bark is also very powerful antibiotic and helps in losing the weight. So these moringa leaves, they are full of vitamin A, vitamin B complex. All vitamins are there. Even B12 is there. So vitamin A, B, C, D, vitamin E. So all vitamins are there. Calcium, iron, zinc, magnesium, selenium, chromium, all kind of even smallest or the micro minerals are also there in these leaves. So not only small quantity, you can study in very big quantity, 7 to 10 times more vitamin A than these carrots, even more. So, and more calcium than yogurt, and more vitamin E than almonds. So, can you believe such a superfood exists in the form of a very beautiful plant? And it is not dying quickly, it is growing very fast. Even if you take stem, one stem, if you break one stem and put it in the ground, and the leaves will come out quickly within no time, within 10 days, 15 days, and it will grow again into a tree. So it is very easy to grow a forest of moringa on your own. So this is Sehanjana in Ayurveda. It is called Shigru. Shigru is the Sanskrit name, and it is also very strong antibiotic. So the bark and the leaves, they are very powerful antibiotic, very good for recurrent urinary tract infections. If there are any infections in the skin or the fungal infection or the dandruff, you can open up the capsule and rub it along with the neem is also there. That is also very powerful. So moringa having multiple properties.
Okay. And again, about your book, we have several questions. Can you believe it? It's already 2 years since we presented with you the Latvian edition of the book.
Yes,
So yeah, so we recently reminded to the Latvian public that this book is included in the Latvian National Library. And since these 2 years, we also published your book in Russian. So maybe several words about your book and its importance and why it's so condensed and valuable.
Yeah, thank you very much for translating the book. Thank you to Alina also for translating this lecture as well as my book in Latvian. And I am glad that she did that, because it is very important science, very ancient, very useful for humans to learn how to live. It is way of living. It is not only just diseases, but way of living, prevention, real prevention, not only finding the disease in the name of prevention. It is just preventing, telling the people in advance what to do so that not to fall sick. And why not to fall sick? This is everything explained. And so the book is a tool which I wrote, and it is very useful. It is translated in many languages, also in India as well as is in Europe. So I'm working in Europe from last 20 years in different countries. And with Alexander also, I think maybe more than 10 years or 12 years, we are working together. And a lot of good feedbacks, a lot of good experiences in Latvia and Estonia, in other countries, Baltics. So I hope if you learn and understand or incorporate these principles of Ayurveda in your life, very basic things, very, very basic things, then you will see a lot of energy. You will feel energetic, no tiredness, no weakness, nothing. So you will not need coffee to wake up.
Yes, indeed. And one more thing, we have some extra time today because you was very quick.
Yes. That time
Since
it was,
experience of last
you
presentation.
told me to make it quick, or maybe you told me that we should have people in Europe, they are very busy, so it should be 1 hour strict. So I completed everything.
We appreciate the opportunity to ask the questions directly with you. So it's also very valuable time.
I think
Look,
if you have a YouTube channel, maybe you can upload this presentation or this whole lecture on your YouTube channel, and people can write comments, and in the comments also they can ask questions. This is my idea, because in India I have a YouTube channel. Whenever I do something live, people, they keep asking questions over my YouTube videos, and I can keep giving them answers.
yes, thank you for this idea. Yes, we have the Planet Ayurveda Russia separate channel, and we have Planet Ayurveda Baltics YouTube channel. So, and those lectures will be uploaded there as soon as possible. So that they will be available separately in English and in Russian versions. And this time, we will offer the certificate for participants who applied for that. And we mentioned the PAUS school. Can you maybe explain a bit about this project?
I thought of making a school about a few years ago, maybe during COVID times, 6 years ago, that we should have some educational programs also. So I made PAWS, Planet Ayurveda Ancient Wisdom School. So PAAWS. So PAWS means providing ancient wisdom of Ayurveda to the world. So because I wanted to keep the name Planet Ayurveda because I like this name as it has a mission. It tells me, it reminds me that I have to take Ayurveda to all over planet. So I named this school Planet Ayurveda Ancient Wisdom School, and we are teaching online. We are teaching offline also. We have a school in Slovakia, and we have students from Slovakia, from Germany, from Austria, from Czech Republic, and they are visiting our premises there, and we are sending our doctors to those premises, and they take the classes, and we also take online classes. It is a concept to transfer the knowledge, the deep knowledge of Ayurveda to the students or the people who are interested in Ayurveda. There are many doctors, medical doctors, who are learning Ayurvedic principles of healing and how to heal different health conditions. So this way, the purpose of the school is to spread this knowledge, and also we provide appropriate certifications of the courses we conduct, so that you can have a certificate or after the end, and you can learn, you can practice there the principles of Ayurveda in your life, and you can also recommend various herbs and medicines of Ayurveda to your patients through this.
Okay, and
one more thing I would like to add. And if you want practical guidance or practical knowledge, so you are invited to come to our place where you can see the patients, you can meet with the patients. Our team of doctors is there, so you can be with them, you can learn from them, you can learn from me, you can learn the procedures, you can check the patients and see what is going on.
For that, we still planning to organize the group to visit your clinic, to use your invitation. So we encourage our listeners to stay subscribed to our channels, because this organization project we have in mind for late fall, maybe October, November. But meanwhile, to conclude today's seminar, let's answer the last two questions, and then we can join to Easter celebration who are celebrating this. So about the adrenals, so we need to return again to answer in deep, if you can. So what cause the adrenal tension, and how to nourish and support them?
That is called adrenal fatigue. I think he or she is asking about adrenal fatigue. It's a very popular terminology given to fatigue and tiredness. What is adrenaline doing in our body? Adrenaline is a source of too much enthusiasm and energy and pushing too much in life. So when we are thinking, it is coming from our thought. The adrenaline or cortisol, they are hormones, also called sympathetic hormones. We have a sympathetic nervous system. And when our body wants strength, when our body wants blood pressure, increased blood pressure, blood flow, when we want blood flow, whenever we are in some kind of ambitious mode, ambition and aggression and pushing and desire, when all these feelings are there, more feelings are there, then there is the hypothalamus, ask the pituitary or the hypophysis, uh, to release this, to push this adrenal gland, and then the hypophysis is releasing the ACTH or adrenocorticotropin hormone, ACTH. From the pituitary, this ACTH or adrenocorticotropin hormone is released, and it is stimulating the adrenaline to release adrenaline. It is stimulating the cortisol, the adrenal gland to release the cortisol. So basically, who is asking the adrenal gland to work more? Who is asking? We are asking. Who are we? We think we are our brain or our thoughts or our sensory organs. This is what we think, but we are not our sensory organs or our just the brain. We are beyond that. But what is happening nowadays, we are pushing ourselves to our limits. We are too much demanding. So when we are too much demanding, our ambitions and our desires and our feelings of aggression or sometimes even anger, they they release, they push the adrenal gland to work more. So if you are pushing a horse, if you are whipping a horse, which is already tired, what will happen? It will be more tired. It doesn't work like that. So you have to give relaxation to the adrenal. So there is in yoga also, there is Ingla and Pingla Nadi. Do you know, you are also into yoga? So you know Ingla Pingla. So Ingla and Pingla, or sympathetic or parasympathetic. There is sympathetic nervous system, there is parasympathetic nervous system. There is hot nervous system, there is cold nervous system. There is hot nostril, there is cold nostril. Or that is Ingla Pingla are the two twigs of Sushumna Nadi or the Kundalini. So in yoga we do Kundalini Jagran. What is Kundalini Jagran? It is balancing the adrenaline and cortisol with acetylcholine or noradrenaline. So we are balancing these nervous systems, which are, one is very pushing, energy giving, one is very aggressive, another one is calming, this noradrenaline or the acetylcholine, this not noradrenaline, acetylcholine, which is calming, cooling, or relaxing. This is called parasympathetic nervous system. This is sympathetic nervous system. So how we balance the sympathetic nervous system with the parasympathetic? By doing the opposite. Our thoughts, when we are thinking too much aggressive, then the sympathetic nervous system is aggressive and producing more adrenaline, and then the glands, they get tired. That is called adrenaline fatigue. So you have to calm down, you have to relax, you have to give yourself time and take a deep breath, do pranayam, do breathing exercises, calm down, release the nitric oxide from your internal, by resonance chanting, om chanting, by sleeping well, by yoga, by meditation. So these, by thinking calm thoughts and peaceful thoughts, gratitude, you can remove this adrenal fatigue which is happening everywhere. So it is mostly people who wake up early in the morning, they are tired because of adrenal fatigue. So this is how you can calm it down. Take some herbs if you want, maybe lavender. Lavender is there, this Brahmi is there, Shankpushpi there, Brahmi, Gotukola is there. We have Calm Easy, we have Stress Support. Such herb, Ashwagandha is there. So these herbs, they can be very helpful for adrenal fatigue.
Thank you for detailed explanation. And indeed, it's the one of the most common question and the most common diagnosis what I also facing during my consultations. So, and to conclude today, let's answer the last question about joint problem. What should I pay attention for, asked by our listener?
Yeah, joint pains, they happen because of I'm talking about osteoarthritis, so especially of the knees and the hip joints and the cervical. So this joint pains, according to Ayurveda, it is dryness because of too much Vata. And too much Vata is also too much dryness and too much thinking. When you are thinking too much, the Vata is moving and the Vata is causing the dryness. And when you are running too much, when you are jogging and running and you have heavy weight, or you are walking too much and you have heavy weight, that can also lead to knee joint pains. So dryness is the major cause of joint pains. So according to Ayurveda, oil massage, some Ayurvedic oil massage is must for the health of joint pains. Also calming down Vata. Vata is very important. Relaxation, meditation, calmness is important. Anti-inflammatory, strong Ayurvedic herbs. For example, Boswellia curcumin and Gugulipid. Gugulipid is working on the cholesterol as well as on the joint pains. So this Gugulipid is very good. Moringa, as we were discussing, Moringa is very strong for calming down the Vata. So it is good for the joint pains. Boswellia curcumin. Ashwagandha is also very important because it can also calm down the Vata and the stress also. So Ashwagandha can also be given. We have joint aid plus also for the joint pains, and calm, easy stress support for the stress. And this Boswellia curcumin is we have Cissus power. Cis is also very good for the joint pains. So mainly Boswellia curcumin you can begin with.
Thank you very much, Dr. Vikram. Today we covered a lot of topics, but they all connected, as we see.
Yes, everything
So,
in one body. There should not be specialist. For example, we go to hospital, there is cardiac specialist, joint specialist, there is gastro specialist, neurologist, dermatologist. There should be only one specialist that should be called a doctor. One doctor should be taking care of all the diseases rather than that is called holistic approach. So if so many doctors they are taking care of one person, they will it's like so many cooks, they spoil the broth. So if so many cooks are preparing one dish, the dish will be bad. So if one patient is going for gastro consultation, then cardio consultation, then dermato consultation, ortho consultation, then they are taking so many pills. So there should be one specialization that is treating all of the diseases by one person. That is holistic approach.
thank you very much, and hope to see you next month. We will make the next vote and select the theme for this lecture. So in conclusions, few words from you, and I'm saying goodbye from myself, Alexander Laktionov, Planet Ayurveda Baltics. If you need consultations, you can reach for the contacts which you can find on this presentation, or use the tip that Dr. Vikram proposed under our YouTube's video. You can also leave your questions.
Thank you very much. Thank you for hosting me, and I am very thankful to God that I got the opportunity to learn this science, practice this science, and help so many complicated patients in my practice and around the world. It's very difficult to take out time and give lectures on Ayurveda and also travel around the world to talk about Ayurveda. Because my patients here in India, they miss me very much. They want me very much, very much. So, but still, as I told you, I need all of you to spread word of Ayurveda and help me in spreading this science all around the planet. So next time, I hope there will be more people, and my effort will join your efforts. So, and your efforts will join my efforts. So thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for hosting me.